God say to me, Ransom, I am letting you go through this. I felt like I couldn't get out of bed in the morning, the prime time of my life, and I felt like it was being stolen from me. Hey everybody, it's just Ransom coming to you. I wanted to come on here today and share with you all a bit of life experience, story from my background, and hopefully it will shed some light for other individuals out there, whether that be men, women, young, old. Yeah, what I want to share with you all today is my mental health story, my mental health journey. I know for a lot of people this can be a challenging topic, whether that be anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, and I'm grateful that the time has shifted. The world has become more understanding. We all have to prioritize our mental health and our mental well-being, because one of the things that I've learned is the mind and the body and the soul, all of it is symbiotic and it's all interconnected and all interrelated. So if one is out of whack, likely all three will be out of whack. Mental health, anxiety, depression has been in my family lineage to a certain degree. I didn't really notice anything in terms of anxiety, depression individually until I was more so in college. I think I started to notice in college that I had anxiety, some social nerves, and I think everyone, probably does to a certain extent when they go to school, maybe some more than others, but you're going to a place where you're venturing out and now you're becoming an adult who's going out and paving their way in the world, exploring the world, finding out who it is that you want to be, what it is that you want to do, and it's a very transformative time for people. And I had a wonderful college experience, and the fact is, all throughout my 4 years of college, I really did quite well, to be honest. I've always done exceedingly well in school. I knew how to work hard in school, and so that was something that wasn't a challenge. I made many great friends during school and, had a lot of wonderful social experiences. But towards the latter end of my college days, 7 years ago, I think, graduation was upon me. I started to deal with some stomach issue. From what I can recall, I just became, really sick feeling within my stomach, twisted. So I went into the clinic on campus and, did a few tests. And they said, well, it's potential that maybe you're just dealing with like acid reflux. That didn't help me, so I continued to not feel good. On and off did not feel good all the way up until graduation in May, and then I started my full-time job in June. Just being in a new environment where I felt like I could thrive, but I was definitely being held back because I was dealing with something internally that I didn't really have any explanation for at the time. And I would get so bad at times where I felt like I couldn't get out of bed in the morning. Like, that's how bad it would get. Let's go to the doctor. Let's figure out what's going on here. I had even a colonoscopy done. They went in, they scoped my stomach. Nothing, like no explanation, no real issues that they could explain in terms of the diagnostics and the imaging that they did. And so I'm starting to get extremely frustrated. Doctors are supposed to be able to help you. They're supposed to be able to explain what's going on. And every doctor that I could see, they didn't really have much of an explanation for me. I think at a point, myself, me and my parents, we realized that it doesn't seem to be like there's anything necessarily internally wrong with my stomach. There's nothing that we can point to that is internal issue. I did start to get more regularly into some counseling, and it was really, really eye-opening what I started to learn about the connection between the mind and the gut. There's actually a lot of research out there. There's a lot of, really smart individuals in the medical profession who have studied the connection between the mind and the gut, and our gut is actually known as our second brain. Going to counseling, speaking with qualified individuals who could help me to calm my nervous system. That's what I did. I did also have the help of, medication. So I did take, some anti-anxiety medication as well, which, that also seemed to help. But I also had it told to me all throughout the process that it's not a magic pill. So, never will someone take a medication for anxiety, depression, any sort of, mental health disorder and have a instant flip of the switch success story. It takes so much more than a pill. And so the way they described it to me is that a pill will help you essentially, it's kind of like a crutch. It'll help you get up and it'll help you start walking, but it's not going to, cure you or make you walk on water. So I had to learn too, so many other things that were going to be beneficial and helpful to me and my health. Things such as mindfulness, setting aside time to, let your brain and your mind decompress, exercise. Those are all things that I had to learn. We can oftentimes, when we go through something like that, we can really look down upon it or say, well, why God, why would you have me go through this? A total season of disaster. And it was extremely frustrating to me because I felt like, wow, I'm just graduated from college. It's my first job out of school. Like, this should be the prime time of my life. And I felt like it was being stolen from me. And it's not that God wants that necessarily for you, but sometimes we do have to be refined through the fun. And I would get upset. I would get even probably mad or angry at God at times. Through the season, I did, and I heard it on multiple occasions. I heard God say to me, Ransom, I am letting you go through this. One, because I'm protecting you, I'm shielding you from other things that could derail you in life. There's things like being caught up in alcohol or being caught up in drugs or things like that I believe that God probably was protecting me against. Might maybe be allowing me to go through a really difficult and painful season, or maybe relationships or friendships that wouldn't have served me best. Well, whatever it may be, but I do know that he spoke that to me during that season, that he was protecting me. And also, he spoke to me too that, Ransom, I'm allowing this, to happen to you, for you to go through this so that you can be a light, so that you can share, so that you can be an encouragement to others. And if you need help, reach out. And that would be my encouragement to anyone is don't sit idle, don't isolate, because that's what we can tend to do oftentimes when we are struggling with our mental health. Is we want to isolate, we don't want to be around people, which is all understandable. But the biggest thing is to make sure that you get help, and there is no shame in that. We all are human, and we all need help. We need encouragement. We need, people to latch arms with us and help get us to new heights. And so that's just where I want to leave it today. I thank you guys for listening. I hope it's an encouragement to some of you, or hopefully all of you, that no matter the trials we face in life, that there is always light at the end of the tunnel, that God always has a purpose for what it is that we're going through, and he will never leave us nor forsake us. So thank you all for listening. If If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below and we can follow up on it in another video. But love you all, and hope you have a great rest of your day.